Pretty much every time we discuss Islamic fundamentalism and Christian fundamentalism, I make the point that these guys may argue, but they actually largely agree on a lot of different topics. Well, today we have sweet validation of that idea. Listen to the conversation between Bryan Fischer and a caller to his radio show.
Unfortunately, this is coming from my Christian perspective. Sharia law is probably preferable to what we have right now. The blatant sexuality, the killing of babies, they don't allow that in Sharia law. So as far as that's concerned, they're probably a little bit more just than we are.
Well, you know, the interesting thing, Stephen, is that when Muslims around the world complain about the United States, they always talk about the decadence, and one of the main things they mention is the amount of pornography that is produced in the United States and then shipped overseas. And so they rightly accuse the United States of corrupting the morality of the entire world. And it's just embarrassing. It's humiliating that we have given them that. How do we argue against that? We can't. I mean, when they go out there and say the United States is the great Satan because of all the pornography it produces, how do you argue against that? Because they are right that that is the work of Satan. We're producing it. We're distributing it all around the world. They have every right to complain about that. So again, as we've drifted from our cultural moorings, from our values, we're creating problems for ourselves as well as for the rest of the world. All right, that's an excellent call, Stephen. Thank you for that.
I told you so! I've been saying it for years, and that is total validation. The caller says, Sharia law is preferable to what we have right now. And then Bryan Fischer, oh, great call, man. Good points, and then he brings up the thing about porn. I'm telling you, they agree. Muslim extremists and Christian extremists agree on abortion, gay marriage, pornography, like Fischer laid out there, drug laws, education and schools. They want to put their religion in the schools and indoctrinate people. The role of women, traditional values, right? But hey, know your place, stay at home, let the man be the breadwinner, yada, yada. Look, again, they might act like, oh, yeah, we hate each other and oh, we disagree with the Taliban and yada, yada. No, there's a reason why we call them the American Taliban or the Christian Taliban, because their ideas, in many ways, fall in line. Okay, and then just to Bryan Fischer's point about porn, have you ever heard anything more ridiculous than that? Oh, yeah, they're corrupting the morality of the nation with porn. Really, we're corrupting the morality of the nation by doing something and watching stuff that everybody is hardwired to want to watch. Do you know why porn is so overwhelmingly popular online? Because it's hardwired in our head, okay? It's in our DNA, it's in our genetics, it's in our biology, it's in our physiology. We want to have sex, we want to watch people have sex. We all have, a sexual orientation and a sex drive. The idea that there's something corrupt and wrong and immoral about that's like saying breathing is immoral. Why? Because breathing is natural. But how dare you breathe? You need to suppress that. I mean, a sex drive is natural too. Suppress your natural urge. I always make the analogy, but it's like saying we're against pissing and shitting. Why? Oh, it's immoral. It's gross. You do it every day. You're addicted to it. Yes, but it's natural. You have to do it. It's a biological function. The same with getting off. And then also, by the way, may I add, you know what will drop when there's more porn? Unwanted teen pregnancies, STDs, abortion, all the other things they complain about would drop significantly if we did sex ed and if we had more porn. But of course they're against those things because they're icky and their belief system is contradictory and they don't realize that better sex ed and more porn would lower the other things that they pretend to care so deeply about. But there you have it. The actual Taliban and the Christian Taliban agree on quite a bit.